Can I just give a real quick shout out to Carl Beijer? Just dropped a new piece about half an hour ago on progressivearmy.com on our blog.
You're hijacking my show since you brought that up. Go ahead and David Brock.
I'm sorry, but only because we were talking about David Brock, and I was waiting for us to break for a second. Just. I dropped the link in the chat. Everybody, check it out. Read it. It's very good. And basically, it's give money to the left. We not falling for those cheap tricks. So
actually pull up David, if you could pull up an image of the article or of David Brock. Paul Beijer is a phenomenal writer. He runs with the MBET, the Matt Brunig election team. They're all some amazing writers, and we're super proud to have him do this op-ed on progressivearmy.com, that's our stuff. That's our crew. That's what we do. So he's saying essentially, and read. I haven't had a chance to read it all, but just taking some snippets out of it. He said all of these media. He names a list of media outlets that are actually progressive, that have been in the trenches the entire time. He included the Benjamin Dixon Show, Katie Halper Show, Jacobin, Chapo Trap House. Chapo Trap House, they're doing fine. Don't give it. They're doing fine. Give to the people who aren't doing as good as Chapo. No offense, Chapo, you guys are fine. We need to make sure that we give money to all these other organizations. And the last person, I would rather see you give every dime you have to Chapo, even though they're doing quite okay. I would rather see you give it to them than to give it to anyone like Media Matters or anything connected to the Center for American Progress, anything connected to David Brock. Give to actual leftists. And this is what Beijer's article is about. Let any of you get your take on it. What did you think about it, if you had a chance to even peruse it yet?
I just want to say that is the best pitch Brock I've ever seen. But it looks like an SNL skit character. I don't know. It's like a wig. It's great. That's a great picture of him.
It is. It's something. It looks like he's straight out of the Founding Fathers Day. He's like the reject founding father. Go ahead, Anoa. You about to say something?
No, he looks like a kid from the Village of the Damned. Is what he looks like. No.
He looks like if they were going to reshoot Back to the Future, he could play Doc Brown.
Yep. No, he looks like a grown kid from the Village of the Damned. They had their hair that color. But no, I was just gonna say it was a really good piece. I saw it that it just got published. It was dropped. The tweet from our blog was dropped, and I saw it. I skimmed through it, hit on a lot of the major points that we were already kind of making, and I love the ode to people who are actually doing progressive leftist media who were, like you said, who've already been doing it. I mean, because because there's a narrative out there. There's a Vanity Fair piece. I think there's a New Republic piece. There's a couple different pieces who are trying to position him and his media group. You have a, what is it? Fair. I forget what it is. They're like a real media watchdog. What him and his ilk do, that's not being a watchdog. That's a propaganda wing.
Background.
My son just dropped his PlayStation remote control in the background. He's going to bed.
Breaking in your house. Go ahead, Anoa. I'm sorry.
No, but I'm just saying, no. It was, that's what I said. I just want to say real quick, shout out to Carl. It's really, and then shout out to our editorial staff and editors and team, managing the op-ed process, because we're getting some really great contributors, really great op-eds and stuff. So definitely check out the Progressive Army. If you guys didn't know that was us, that's us. I mean, not literally us, because I haven't written a piece in over a month, but well, I
haven't written a piece in over a year, but I pay the bills there, so it's still me.
Oh, you wrote a piece last summer that got like 200,000 hits about the Bacardi Sellers letter.
Yeah. So it's, well, I'll talk about that off the record. But anyway, So no, actually, listen, we're gonna take a minute here and just kind of wag our own tails a little bit. Like, the Progressive Army is actually a thing. And I think the audience realized that before I even realized that, because and I think David, you and Salam, you guys realized that even before I realized it. I mean, I built the site like a year ago, and I try to organize everything, and then I just kind of turn it over to you guys, and we've been writing. But the Progressive Army is a thing. When I mean a thing, it's like our traffic is growing every single day. The writers we're getting writers from everywhere now. We got Carl Beijer on Wendy Muse. I mean, she did 2 killer pieces back to back. I mean, I don't know what she's doing. Is she still in Brazil right now?
No, I think she's back stateside, finishing up her PhD work.
I mean, but she's been smashing it. You got Raven, you got Jamie, you got Andre. Like, we got a crew over there that is actually making a site. And the thing what's exciting about it the most is that it's taking a life of its own, and it's growing into something that people are seeing some benefit out of it. And it's just amazing to see something that we started just a year ago actually be building. And I turn. What's amazing is that our reach and our influence is so much greater than the number of clicks we get and the revenue stream that we get, right? So our revenue stream is like, whatever it is. At this point, we'll stop talking about it publicly. But our reach goes and our influence goes so much further than all of that. And people look at us and say, like, who the hell are they and where the hell did they come from? They are us, we are them, and we are the Progressive Army. All right, that's my info.
One last thing about Progressive Army. Thank you to everyone who's donating to our little fundraiser to get some of us to DC to do coverage for the inauguration. Really, I mean, some of y'all have come out with some big dollars, but every amount helps. So just want to give a shout out to everyone that did donate. That I mean, it's all love. Got about another 1,000 or so to go. But really appreciate you guys so much.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know I'm timid about asking for money, except for my
patrons. I've never done it before.
I've kind of gotten the habit of asking. It took me forever. I think the first year I didn't even ask for patrons, even though I had it set up. So I'm really timid about asking for money. So I was really nervous about this fundraiser. But the fact that we're only $1,000 away from our goal.
Yeah, like I adjusted the goal because housing is like a lot less expensive. Through some of the things, so we're looking at only 3,500 now instead of 5,000 for all five of us. But still, so we're within 1,000 of the adjusted goal.
I think you broke it down yesterday, and we're going to go to church here. Like, this is what they when you said this yesterday. All I could think about was when I used to go to church when the preacher would get up and say, "I need 60 people." I need 60 people in the church to give us $27 each. That was the math you did, right? 60 by 27. Mm-hmm. So we need 60 people to give $27 to help us get full coverage of the not the DNC shit. I'm 6 months late of the inauguration and the Women's March on the following day. So 60 people, $27. It's not hard to do for everybody. Some of you, it may be hard and you might can only get $5.
I mean, anything. It really does go. It does help.
But if we can get 60 people to give the $27, we will meet and exceed our goal, and we'll be able to take our crew, the same people who were at the DNC, plus Anoa Changa, plus a few more people. So go to the link that Anoa or David is going to drop in the chat room, and do what you can. And
it's not just the inauguration of Women's March. I mean, like Code Pink has stuff going on. Answer Coalition has a march Friday morning. There are teach-ins on Thursday. I mean, because we're looking to get there like Thursday to Sunday. There's Occupy Inauguration Summit on Sunday. I mean, there's so much that's going on, so many rich opportunities. And we want to make sure that you guys have real coverage on the ground. Just again, like the guys did for the DNC, we're trying to do the same thing for the inauguration. So yeah.
Here's something that's hilarious, right? And we'll shift gears and talk about anything you guys want to talk about. Here's something that's hilarious. Like, I didn't build the Progressive Army to be black. I built the Progressive Army to be progressive, but it's like I can't find white people to be on the air with us except for David, and David is like what is the honorary brother? So it's like
David's Puerto Rican.
David's Puerto Rican. But I'm laughing.
I have a whole long explanation for how David became Puerto Rican, but that's for another day.
Yeah, it's another day. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying that we're looking for people, because we have some really great shows and we're set, right? But if you know some like super talented people, because after a while, you know what the attack is going to be on us. Somebody's going to say we're not diverse enough, and we need to bring some diversity to our
Asian.
You're what?
I'm Asian.
He is a quarter Asian, remember? See, there we go. Diversity.
I love Nature Boy.
Don't you have somebody white on Project Sanity? You got white people on Project Sanity, right?
Brent? Even the white people we had.
I'm sorry, what?
The white people we had are gone. Are we? I mean,
hey, everybody, this is David in the background. Yeah, they used to have white people.
We got white people in the background. We don't even show this dude's face. David, put your face on the main screen so people can see. At least we got one.
David is Puerto Rican. Why do we keep doing this? Like I told you, David is Puerto Rican.
But if he's Puerto Rican, he is white. He's a white Hispanic, then, right?
No, he's not. He just doesn't tan very well. Like he's just a very fair skin. He's like the same color as Sean King. He's just a very fair skinned, Afrocentric Black Puerto Rican.
I'm cracking up at the chat room with Nature Boy. Nature Boy said, "Don't worry, Ben. White people are overrated."
But other David is on Project Sanity, right?
Yeah, David Cohen.